kind of the history of architecture, you know, probably going back to Egyptians, the history of architecture and moving forward, there's very distinct times of humanity, whether it's a focus on religion, whether it's commerce, but really architecture ends up being really a portrait of who we are. The tall buildings are where we really became a mercantile society. When you think of the old world and you think of all the churches and cathedrals, it's really where, you know, the focus was on obviously you know, who we are spiritual. And then you go back to the Egyptians and the pyramids, they were the architecture about the afterlife. So you know, you really define our societies by their architecture. I'm Jonathan Parks and I'm an architect. If Sarasota didn't exist, I don't know if I would actually have an architecture firm in Florida. First time I was in Sarasota was 1971. My aunt had asked us to come down, and I had my first introduction to the mid-century modern Sarasota architecture. It was really quite fascinating and definitely affected and solidified me wanting to be an architect. Really focused on a different type of business model when I set up an office in Florida. I wanted to set something up where it had more of an impact on the town or the city or the place that I lived at. We never did any advertising. For the first 3 years of our office, we actually had an unlisted phone number, so you couldn't find us in the book. And we, at that time, really tripled our size. And it was really just doing things well and reputation, and always customer service. Really basing our projects on being a portrait of our clients. And our projects all look different, and the people that hire us really want that. They don't want what other people have. They want something that's unique to them. I have been in my office on the weekends, and I've noticed that those computers do not work themselves, and the energy is not there. And so I really think that the main reason why we're successful is the people that we hire, the creativity that they bring. And when you have those people there, they are really the heart and soul of the company. A good friend of mine once said, you know, Jonathan, you absolutely have it wrong. And I said, what do you mean? He said, you think that your legacy is actually the buildings that you're doing. He said, it's completely wrong. Your legacy is the lives that you touch, not only in the jobs that you're providing, the training that you're providing, the education you're providing, but also within your clients, how you really change how they live.